What's going on, everybody? Israel Galindo here. So I wanted to bring up a huge topic. Let's talk about discipline. Discipline is a good thing, right? Discipline is not a force or a manner. Discipline is a condition. And remember, a condition is always a consistency. So a conditioning of your mind is a good thing, making it all work upstairs, right? So let me just put it this way. This begins by putting down items on a piece of paper. Like, say, a routine, something that you should follow on a daily basis, something that's going to make sense to you personally. Who cares about anybody else? It has to make sense to you. So let's say something easy. You want to get up on time, right? Simple. Well, that's not really simple for all of us, but you know what I'm saying. So let's just say your day begins about 8 o'clock in the morning, giving you enough time to get to work by 9 a.m. Well, most people go to work about that time. Simple, right? Well, sort of simple. Remember, there's things that are out of your control and sometimes they get in the way. So, number one being traffic. We all get stuck in traffic. Oh, wait, I got a better one for you. You guys ready for this one? Social media. Facebook, to be exact. How many times have you been distracted by Facebook when you get up and you're trying to hurry, but that's what you end up doing? So, anyway, so in the same scenario, you're rushing to work now because of whatever you were doing. You're trying not to beat the clock. And trying to beat the clock, guess what? Now you're late to work. So, how do you feel at that point? You're going to feel stressed out. You're going to feel rush. You're going to feel in an emotion or always tightened body. You're going to feel stressed. Bottom line, you're just totally going to feel stressed. So, let's talk about that. Let's get to the point of discipline. I hate that word, by the way. I do not like the word discipline because it sounds so forced. But conditioning, and I'm not talking about what you put in your hair when you take a shower. I mean, that's conditioner, but anyways. Conditioning is a good thing. Conditioning is an action that you follow. So do this on a daily basis. Condition yourself to be consistent. Start by saying something like, this is important to me. But you got to feel it, though. You have to feel that it's important to you. If something is important to you, and it doesn't matter how it feels to anybody else or what other people think about it, it's important to you. So you got to focus on that. And don't forget that this conditioning has to be extremely important to the topic of whatever you're thinking about or wanting to do. It has to matter to you personally. And again, it doesn't matter whoever else you tell this to, but condition yourself. This is a habit to establish the discipline within you. So discipline yourself, condition yourself within you. So let's start with me for a minute. I run multiple companies daily. I'm a parent. I'm an entrepreneur. I run multiple video channels. And on top of that, I also DJ here in Southern California. So the question to ask from you to me is, how the heck do you even have time to make the video that you're doing today? Well, you're right, I don't have the time. But this right here is important to me. What I put here on video and what I do because I want to do this. Because I condition myself to make the video, all because I like to teach other better ways. I mean, you guys, I love you guys, and I love to teach you all guys better ways. So for my day usually starts the night before. So I'm just going to want to run you through what I do. I go home, I veg in front of the TV like we all do. Well, at least most of us anyways. But what I'm doing is I'm not watching TV. I really just put it on and I kind of zone out, or zen out as you guys sometimes put it. And I think about my next morning, or I think about some of the things that I forgot to do today. I might drop some ideas on a piece of paper, on my laptop, on my phone. So say, for example, my day starts at 9 o'clock in the morning, usually when I get to the office. What I like to do is I like to get up at 5 in the morning. This gives me about an hour to work on myself. That's exercise, mental preparation, even social media, believe it or not, Facebook. Anyways, by 6 a.m., I'm out the door. And that's usually to feed and nourish my body, get some Jamba Juice or some oatmeal or something that's going to keep me going. But by 6:33 on the dot, I have to be in my office, and I'm going to tell you why. Because right over that hill, I know you can't see it right now, the sun peaks over the mountain. It is so exciting to me that I drop anything that I'm doing, and I look out that office window, and I watch it with this huge smile. I love the sun. I really do love the sun. it picks me up. And so what I do is I grab my mental gratuity bag and I begin to give thanks. I give thanks to the universe. I give thanks to God. I give thanks to our guides, to our mentors, to everybody out there that has ever nourished me with all that thankfulness that I have for everything. Everything around us, everybody. You know, the plants, everything. My health, my limbs, my eyesight. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I give huge thanks to all of that. That makes me feel amazing. Once that's done, I've now prepared not only my body and my mind, but my soul completely to be a happier, positive person for a positive day. And that's what I usually do. You know, for my happy heart, what I end up doing is I turn on this camera right in front of me and I start talking. I start projecting verbally to all of you what I want to convey to you. Whatever the message is for the day, whatever I have planned or not planned, I just convey to you what I want to say. And that's really big for me because I love to give that back to you guys. It makes me happy. So happiness, what I enjoy is bringing that to you into Cyberland. So anyway, so now let's continue the story. I know I'm rambling. Now comes the fun part. Before I even look at an email of the day to get me all over the place and be like all scrambled, as we all are when we're trying to get on email, I look at one thing that I've been procrastinating, that one thing that you just don't want to do, whether it's an idea or a project or a plan or something that's coming up that you got to work on, but you don't want to do it. So what I do is I proceed to put that into an action item. Now, an action item is going to be something that you're going to do, that you're willingly going to do, and willing in hand, that is, to be able to just say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to put it down, action item. So let me give you an example. I'm currently working on a carnival for a reunion that we're trying to do for this coming summer. So one of the things I have to do is I have to contact the carnival vendor to see pricing and etc. So I put it on a sticky. Put it on my notes, put it on my calendar that at lunchtime, I'm going to call this guy on my calendar to see how it's going to go for the carnival for the reunion. So I put that on there and make sure that I can convey that message and be repetitive about it. So here's what I do next is I put some background music, at least in my office, something repetitive. I'm not a huge fan of house music, which a lot of people are going to be like, oh. I'm more like dance, vocal, EDM kind of guy. But house music has a repetitive rhythm, very progressive beats. So I try to get that motion flowing from my body, that repetitive song motion, etc. It's a stimulation, right? It's moving. So then I go into my day. You know, I open my calendar, I review my items, I go to my tasks, I do my calendar with my team, etc. I begin my day. And I know that it sounds like a broken record, but I make this a routine every single day. If I don't follow that routine, I feel out of sorts. I don't feel like I'm flowing. So every morning I condition myself to do this. Not because I hate it, but because it makes me happy to do this, because it brings my spirit and energy level to that place I want to be at. That's my discipline. Now, a lot of you guys are going to say, great, you have a lot of fun in your day, but that's your life. I travel a lot. I drive a lot. I got to get the kids ready for school. Good job is you can do whatever you want to do, but I have zero time. Or I don't get this. I'm not as creative as you are. Well, guess what? It's conditioning. Doesn't matter your routine in the morning. Condition yourself to do the same thing, but do it to a happy point, to bring you inwards. You know, the discipline is not about creativity, but it's honing into yourself, into your heart, and putting all those action items into motion. A lot of us put a bunch of action items out there. We never get them done. And that sucks. I'm sorry, but it does. So tune into your insights. Tune into your center. Continue to move outwards. Like when you do a line on a maze and you're doodling and you're trying to get to that exit and you follow it on paper and you get to the end. Continuity and progression. That's what you want to do. Keep it flowing. That's the key. So if you start to build, like say, for example, a model car or a painting, you know, right above me, if you did that every single day and you pick that time of day where you're like, I don't care what it is, I'm going to spend 20 minutes on something or 30 minutes. Eventually you're going to be done, right? That is conditioning. That is exactly what you need. And you need that to follow your life and keep it in rhythmic balance or rhythmic motion, as you might put it. And that's it. I mean, it's simple, right? So let me ask you something. If you looked at today and you looked at your day and you kept a sticky by your side, it doesn't matter where, your desk, your car, your house, whatever. Write one of the things today that you've been putting off. Doesn't matter what it is, something small, something large. Write it in. It doesn't matter. For example, got to get my daily steps on my Fitbit, or I got to go take that lunch, or maybe you don't call your mom and dad more often. Got to call mom and dad. Put that on your list. That's it. Just write it in. And then later on, as your day is progressing, add another thing to it. And then another. And then another. They don't have to be in a certain order, but just write them down. By the end of the day, if you have 5 things in there, take those 5 things and do those first thing in the morning. Or do them in a certain criteria that you have. And then take that list with you, once you got that 5 list, take it home. Stick it in the front of your phone. The first thing you're going to do when you pick up that phone to look at text and social media is you're going to see that list. And do those items on that list. Call mom. I got to call mom today. Hey, I got to make that phone call about an arrangement that's coming up. Whatever it is, 1 item, 2 items, 3 items, and there you go, guys. An amazing, positive, productive day, right? That's what we all want to have. But anyways, I'm rambling too much. Hey, by the way, don't forget to subscribe to our channel here. It's amazing. We bring you a lot of very unique and amazing content, if I have to say so myself. But then again, I'm creating all the content, so it's pretty awesome. Anyways, so click that subscribe button and keep that positivity flowing, okay? And by the way, don't forget, we're all a community here. We're all real. We're a group. So if you have any issues, any problems, any questions, any concerns, even on a personal note, you're just having a bad day, reach out to our entire group. Say, hey guys, having a bad day. Hey guys, struggling. We're happy to help. We can't solve every problem, but we are here as a team to lift you up and build you up. And that's what we want to do. We want to create a unity, a community, a place where we can all just be amazing together. And that's what you guys are. You and I are all amazing together. So what better way, to get help from a stranger than just say, hey, I need help. Anyways, believe it or not, it's a good thing sometimes to get help from others, even people that are not totally close to you. Anyways, I love you guys. See you soon. Don't forget to subscribe. And welcome to our YouTube channel, as I moved it from Facebook over to YouTube because we want to expand the channel a little more. So I'm going to keep it going on YouTube and adding to Facebook. And we also have videos on IGTV and videos on Twitter and Instagram as well. So we've got videos all over the place. A lot of them are different in style. So you'll be getting a lot of different, information from me. I guess that's the word. Or influence from me, better word. I love you guys. Have a great positive day. Enjoy. I'll talk to you soon.